Gruesome Magazine.
Hello once again, I'm your host Doc Rotten, and this is Gruesome Magazine, where we review the very latest in streaming and video on-demand horror movies. Each week my co-host Jeff Mohr, Crystal Cleveland, Dave Dreher, and I will take a look at very spooky, scary, and gory genre offerings. Tonight we're reviewing The Stairs, which has a special showing on August 12th. I am just leaping ahead, folks. Like there might, okay. As if there were time travel involved. Yeah, it's tomorrow. Tomorrow as we're recording this. Yeah, The Stairs from Cinedigm. So this is going to be exciting. All right, joining me tonight is my co-host Jeff Mohr. Jeff, how you doing, sir?
Oh no.
I always feel like I'm on the stairs to nowhere.
Well, yeah, I'm with you. Mm-hmm.
I was looking for my character in this movie.
What happened?
I didn't see him.
No one represented Jeff in this movie.
No.
For sure. No. Well, yeah, no.
It wasn't the guy that the cop from. Never mind. Don't know where I'm going.
Well, it was the guy from Z Nation.
Yes, the cop that stole.
I had found the shrooms. That guy was close. Yeah,
that was you. Yeah. All right. Also joining us is Crystal Cleveland, the living dead girl. How you doing, Crystal?
I'm good. I don't think any of these characters represented. Oh, I don't know, people in general.
Okay, bearing the lead there a little bit. All right, that's awesome. All right, so what we're going to do tonight is we're going to give our first impressions of The Stairs, and that will be spoiler free, and then we'll move into a short discussion about it, which will get into spoilers. So if you haven't seen it, which likely if you're watching this early you haven't, so skip over that, and then you'll find out our final thoughts, our score, and favorite scene at the end of the show. Stick around for that. Maybe we'll go very spoiler like this episode, because this particular film is kind of in the festival, maybe coming to VOD later this summer kind of circuit thing. So we'll go light on the spoilers, but we're going to have to spoil some things to even have a discussion. But it's fun.
Kind of
be doing that. Yeah. That's what you say. All right. What film?
Yeah.
Totally off the rails. All right, the film we're talking about is The Stairs, in theaters on August 12th for a one-night-only special event. Directed by Peter Drago Timon, written by Peter, as well as Jason L. Lowe. Cast includes John Snyder, Kathleen Quinlan, Adam Corson, Brent Bailey, Stacey Oristano, Tyra Kolar, and Josh Crotty. It could be Kohler, because that would be like polar, not Kolar. Mm-hmm. I'm putting the accent on the wrong, and I don't. Why do I do
that? Polar.
Yeah.
Polar. Yeah.
All right. Synopsis is a frightening tale about a group of hikers hunted by a sinister presence in the woods 20 years after the mysterious disappearance of an 11-year-old boy and his grandfather. A group of friends find themselves along the same trail, unaware of the long-forgotten evil lurking just beyond the tree line. What started as a week-long adventure with friends quickly turns into a terrifying fight for survival as they come face to face with the thing that nightmares are made of. That's a very it's a great description. It certainly describes this film.
It does.
All right, let's find out what our initial thoughts of The Stairs may be. Crystal, I think you are going first.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I think John and Kathleen did a fantastic job in this. I totally bought them as this couple.
Yeah,
this
who
couple,
knew?
As far as grandparents, they were actually kind of cute together. So this movie is kind of a trip. It's a little bit difficult to follow at times.
Really? Okay.
Because some of it doesn't really make much sense, which is fine. I'm into things like that if they're done really well.
That was a slight pause on that if there.
Yeah,
What are you saying?
the acting was really bad. Like, I understand it's not in everyone's wheelhouse to be afraid or to show fear. It's not in everyone's wheelhouse to act crazy when you're supposed to be a crazy person in the woods. I mean, I was so disconnected because there was a point where and not just me, the person I was watching with, we went, ooh, like it was that bad. It was grown worthy at points. I'm sure this will be very passable for a lot of people, the acting. They won't analyze it as much as I did. And like I said, the couple at the beginning, leave them out. The kid was fine too. So freaking cute. The little boy at the beginning, if he isn't the cutest little boy, I don't know who is. But really. And so this movie is called The Stairs. And I will say I did like the stairs. There is stairs in the middle of the woods. I don't think that's giving anything away.
It's on the poster.
Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, that's a thing. And I thought the stairs were very nice looking stairs. And I also liked the creature.
Okay, good.
Too.
Good.
I mean, it was a man in a suit, and so I appreciated that they went practical with that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I it's not awful. It's just when points of the acting are that bad, it does take you out of the movie. It just took me out. I will say too, a lot of it is shot during the day, and it's harder to we can't all be, Ari Aster and be able to make people feel fear when it's daylight outside. Mm-hmm. And that's okay. I mean, this was not scary, like at all. At all. It does have some blood and gore, though, and it has a creature. So that was fun.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun. All right.
This was hard for me. I'm trying.
You are dancing on glass is what you are doing.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
Jeff Mohr, sir, what was your first impression of The Stairs?
Well, it may be a little bit similar. I kind of liked it, and I kind of felt like there was something a little off about it. And I missed part of what Crystal said because I was having connection problems. But there's some. I agree with what. So I like the stairs concept.
Mm-hmm.
First things first. I really like that concept. I like the whole thing of what was going on there. I liked the interaction in the woods with different characters. I thought those were pretty good. The thing I didn't like was, how far can I go?
It's spoiler free, so.
Oh, it is. It's spoiler free, so not very far. So that's what there are places where I think some quicker cuts and some different angles would have served the movie better.
Okay.
Because again, I think what we're talking about was decent. It just needed a little refinement, I guess.
Can I say something to that? I know it's your thing, Jeff, but he is
go for it.
He's so right. There was so this is an example of it. One girl was horribly scared. I'm sorry, it was really bad. She was horribly scared on the ground, pretending like she was crying. And then literally the next cut is them looking for their friend. And she's one of the first people you see just walking like she's fine. Did y'all notice that cut? It was so
and
jarring.
Also,
it was so bad.
I felt like that they left her, considering her reaction, they didn't really pay her much attention. It is what it felt like to me, So anyway, but again, as you know, I like the concept. I like the, for the most part, I was fine with the acting. I also always love Russell Hodgkinson, who played Doc in Z Nation.
Yes,
he's a real character. There's what back there? Oh, so anyway, I don't know where else to go. Like the concept, and I thought there was some good gore, and there was some good. I don't know if there was scares, but I had apprehension, or tension in some of the places. But sort of the key focus late in the film, I thought could have used some better, I don't know, lighting, angles, editing. I don't know exactly. Quicker cuts, maybe. Because I saw too much in it. I didn't think it lost the effect on me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sometimes the imagination is.
Yeah, I guess you're trying to say that the lighting and the atmosphere wasn't as strong as it could have been, given because it was brightly lit, even in
right.
Even at night when they're at the at one scene where it should be really dark. But so really quick, I enjoyed the heck out of this movie. I really had a good time. Let's just say Bo Duke still has that wonderful smile, and
I love him.
It was like,
yeah,
I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, he's grinning all the time. He's not a curmudgeon. This is awesome. And of course, Kathleen Quinlan was. Who would have thought they would make such a great pair? They really do. There's actually some really strong chemistry between them. It was fun. So I enjoyed the prologue part of it, if you will. I thought in the trailer, I thought that felt like the cheesiest part, but it actually held up really well. I had a good time with it. You guys are probably going to smack me upside the head, but I really like Josh Crotty as Doug. Doug's the unwanted friend that joins.
Actually, he out of that group, he was the best.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. He was fantastic. He was definitely playing, tongue in cheek, over the top. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I had a good time. I thought it was cohesive and to the point. It wasn't scary. No, it didn't really get scary. It got tense at times. Like there's the stairs. We'll put an air quote around that. That wants to be tense, and it is, and it isn't. And then I thought there's another part where they're in the trailer, right? The old trailer that I thought was pretty slick too. I don't know. I don't know why I'm having such a different reaction because usually when there's a different reaction,
it's always your mood.
I'm the sourpuss, right?
Yeah. But you've been in a good mood lately, and so now all the movies have been good to you.
Oh well, there you go. So,
I don't think we're quite as far off. I kind of keyed on the issues mostly because I was having a hard time saying them, so I kept saying it over and over in different ways. But I like the concept. I thought that was screwy, and I was trying to figure out what the hell was going on, So, and I liked the way it ended. I enjoyed the ending.
Yeah, I like that they don't bother to explain it. They not really, but there's.
I don't care. I didn't care about them not explaining it.
No, I didn't either. That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
I like.
I think that was actually a benefit. Right?
David Lynch doesn't feel the need to explain it, which is fine with me. I can usually figure it out. There is a method to his madness, though. Mm-hmm. This, the problem with me is, it's just, it was just that it really is all going back to the acting. It was so bad for me.
Oh no,
not everyone, but it was bad. It was. I'm surprised that. Well, I'm a lot harsher critic on this one thing than you guys. It's harder when you have a larger cast and a small budget. Yeah. But I think maybe they needed to work. They needed to take. I don't know how long they shot this in, but Yeah, it was like okay. I don't even want to call anyone in particular out, even though I already called out one person.
You did.
But that was. Oh my God! It was so. No, I just can't. I can't with that. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to whoever she is. But
Yeah, I don't know why. That didn't get me.
because you're a man,
I mean,
and the moment you see a woman upset, you automatically take it as real, and that's sweet. I appreciate that. But it was really
okay.
bad. It was. I know I'm being such a. I'm
Say
being
it at the
such a
same time
booty
next
head
week,
about
Doc.
this.
I think we might. I think maybe we were attacked by that. I'm not sure.
I think that's no. I think that's the way it's supposed to be. Like you know, we're supposed to like yeah, but and the crazy dude in the forest. I'm not giving anything away, but
Well,
I
the
was
guy
like, no.
Yeah.
Well, they do meet
I don't
some, you know, spirits or something like that in the forest.
And did you really not think that you thought that was good? You looked at that and thought that was good.
I was having a good time with it. Yes, yes. I know it was over the top,
Boy.
but it was meant to be. It was meant to be
I don't know though.
blown out.
I don't know. I don't think. I don't feel like.
Yeah.
I think that
And
he
this-
didn't go over the top enough. Actually, he tried to with his voice. Oh my god! Oh my god! Da, 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 but his face was just like this the whole time, and there was nothing.
Mm.
And I want crazy.
Yes.
You're gonna be crazy. You know, like, are you crazy? You got you. I don't want to talk about what happened, but he's clearly had some issues, and I think if you're gonna do it, either go balls to the walls or tone it down and tone down everything.
Okay.
You can't.
Well, I kind of like
He just didn't go far enough. Okay.
I kind of like the arc, at least from my point of view. This Nick kind of went through an arc because he changed.
The main guy?
Well, the guy at the end, yeah. I can't say the guy with the beard and the mustache.
Yeah. Well, okay. So can I interject real quick that the only thing that really bothered me is, at least at first, I had trouble telling the difference between the two. Because they were too similar, and I was like, are they supposed to be brothers? They look, it unless they were supposed to be relatives.
Actually, I thought they
should
were
have
a
been
couple at first.
the two guys.
Yeah, I thought they were a couple when they showed up at the. Okay, so see at the place where he's like, "Well, be careful out there." Oh God, guys, like maybe it was just me.
Were you in a bad mood?
No, I was in a great mood. But I'll tell you this, like, I guess it's just because I've been like watching some really good acting that I looked at this and I'm not kidding. I'm not the only one. We went, ugh.
Oh.
If you go, it's bad. Y'all aren't as harsh. But I do. I get paid to do this, so I'm like,
Well, the one that
it better be at least decent.
the character that bothered me the most, not in terms of the acting, was Josh, played by Brent Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
He just seemed, I don't know, he just seemed disconnected a lot of the time.
So see, there's something that y'all are probably or at least Jeff's picking up on too, that he feels like.
Well, I thought it was the story. I mean, the way that the things that he said and the actions that he took, to me, didn't match what was going on.
Oh, that's interesting.
And so I don't know if that's in the writing or what that is. But it did take very long, and he was really irritating me. And the other one, Nick, started off irritating me.
Oh, yeah.
He was the whiny guy, but then towards the end,
Such a wuss.
he pulls that out. So.
And I did like him too. I didn't mind him either. And the one girl, I didn't mind at all. Like, I thought she was really good.
Tyra.
I liked her. Actually, I thought she was pretty good. I mean, I
don't do hugs. I don't do hugs.
I totally felt like she was authentic, and like I bought her as
she seemed to be attracted to.
She was.
She seemed to be attracted to Doug's craziness just a little bit.
Actually, the dream. Okay, so I'll tell you something that kind of like they had the dream, which I'm all about that dream because that makes sense because he's who he is. But then how he kept waking up and it felt like was it in slow motion or were they shooting it that slow? It was not quite disconcerting to where it should feel disconcerting.
Well, you're supposed to be tripping balls, so to quote, right? To quote
Yeah,
the movie.
he had the mushroom tea, I think, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, I know what you're saying, but it felt like he was kind of in and out of the experience, but I took it as what he was a the.
I mean, surely I know I have trip balls before and never been like that. So I don't know. Maybe that's the problem. Whoever did this is not actually.
You never moved
balls.
in slow motion, and
Yeah, it was. I was like, well, no, or not. Just the fact that when he would open his eyes, he was like, it was like he was in and out of it. I guess, but I guess I just felt like. God, it didn't feel scary or weird. It just felt odd.
Okay.
And that's not like she was so hot. And I get it. I think they were trying to like put this like sexy thing in with like these moments of fear, which sex is great when it's scary, right? But it didn't work. It didn't translate into that. I think maybe if they had like started maybe changing her into the monster, at a point or something. I don't know. I think I like the concept. This is the problem. This is why I think I'm having the biggest hard time with this movie because I did like the concept. I like the idea of it. I even like the idea of how the story transpired. I just feel like I don't know. I just feel like it wasn't executed the way I don't know, maybe this is the way that he wanted it, but I wonder if it was.
No, I don't know. All right, well, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Let's give our final thoughts.
Damn,
our score 1 to 5 and our favorite scene. But before we do, we want to thank you for hanging out with us. We hope you're enjoying this review and many others that we have on the site. And if you'd like to support us, it's easy and free to do. You just hit the subscribe button or share with a friend. And that really does us wonders. And we thank you. Also, leave us some comments down below.
You could tell me why I'm wrong. I'm sure plenty of you will.
Yeah. Or why she's right. Either way, have a debate. We'll read it. We'll read it all. All right, let's do this. Let's wrap things up with our final thoughts, our score and favorite scene. Crystal, you are up first.
Okay, right. So I know I kind of ripped this a new one, but I didn't hate it. I actually found it entertaining, and I got through the movie, and I actually really liked the end. So that's saying something. It's got a lot of creativity, so that it gets some points there. I'm gonna give this a 2.75, which is not bad. That's not bad. And honestly, this is my favorite scene, and I guess it's just because it was so cute. Is when he eats the bacon.
Oh yes. At the beginning, yes.
I don't want to like give anything else away or like spoiler free, but I just thought that was so freaking cute and that was written so well and done so well. I feel like I believed all of that.
Mm-hmm. No. That, like I said, the
it's really bad for you.
The prequel is really good. The prologue rather. All right, Jeff, you're up next. Your final thoughts, your score and favorite scene.
Well, this is going to sound similar because I did feel like I was talking negative about it, but I enjoyed it. It kept me interested. I think it could have been more, but I don't want to pretend like I could write it better or shoot it better. Certainly, I would not be able to. So, that whole concept of the stairs I thought was pretty cool, and then where we went from there with that. And I was okay. I was good with the combination of characters we had in the forest. It's a good thing Doug showed up. That certainly added some spice to the group.
It needed a Doug. Yeah.
Yes. To kind of unite everybody, I think. the guy to roll your eyes at. Anyway, I'm going to give this a 3. I'm glad I watched it.
Okay.
It's not bad. It's not great. It's got some faults, but I was intrigued by the story. So, favorite scene. Oh, Crystal, I'm going to take the guy in the woods with when they run across the guy in the suit and his and his wife's there. Not so much for his acting, but for the whole scene and
all
the
was
little
great.
reveals
And
and
the
the
baby,
effects.
yeah.
Oh, and things that we find out about him later. You know, that was kind of a what moment for me. And so anyway,
Yeah, it went on for longer than you would expect it to as well, which I liked. I thought it was like, what is this? This is interesting. What's going on here? All right, so I mean, I see what you guys are saying, and I only disagree a little bit. Only a little bit. I really enjoyed this. I think the flaw I would put is that it needed more atmosphere. It needed to have that, a little bit more scare in it, right? And I think some different kind of lighting and but I thought it was shot really well. I didn't have a problem with the acting, but I can see I see your points though, Crystal, really do. And I liked the story. I liked the creature, even though it was definitely a man under the suit, but that was fine. It was perfect.
Oh yeah, I didn't have a problem with that. I actually appreciated that. Cause
yeah.
I'm all for the practical.
And it was so I had a great time with it. So I'm giving it 3 1/4. Not much more than what Jeff said. And my favorite scene is the lake and the leeches.
Oh my god, yeah, that was funny.
So hilarious because this big tough guy comes out with a whole bunch of leeches on him, and he's just like and he was playing it perfect. It was hilarious.
Okay, so see, what's so interesting about this is he is the character you would expect to go wrong. That you would expect for me to be like, that's blah blah. No, I really enjoyed him. So that's so know.
Yeah. And I, the word you just used, Doc, is the one I should have used. Is it atmospheric? It was missing some.
That's what
some
it was.
atmosphere that would have added to a lot of stuff. So what causes that is I was kind of rambling around trying to come up with that, but that's it.
There's a lot of things that go into that.
Yeah, lighting, editing, the composition of the shot, sound,
music.
I mean it needed some oomph in that direction, but at the same time, I had a good time.
Heck of a first trying. Yeah.
Heck of a first feature, really.
Oh, is this? I see. I didn't know that. Oh.
Wow.
Most of his work, I think, was in stunt coordinator and stuff like that.
Oh God, I feel awful.
No,
if he happens to listen to this, there's a lot of potential there, for sure.
Yes. Definitely. I'm looking forward to more, especially if you're going to do more practical effects. Please. All right. Jeff, Crystal, thank you for joining me. This was a fun discussion.
Thanks for having us. Yay.
All right.
Now that everyone hates me.
Nobody hates you. Let's say good night.
Good night.